So let's look at a new Crobat VMAX deck, which is very good to play with. It is one of the best hit and run deck. And let's look at the deck profile. So the deck consists of 3 Swablu, 3 Altaria, 3 of this Krogunk, 3 Toxic Rogue, 4 Crobat V, 4 Crobat VMAX, 1 Mew, 4 Lily's Pokédoll, 4 Pokemon Communication, 4 Quick Ball, 2 Reset Stamp, 1 Chaotic Swirl, 3 Boss's Orders, 4 Marnie, 3 Professor's Research, 4 U-Turn Board, 1 Capture Energy, 2 Weakness Guard Energy to protect us against fighting type Pokemon, and then 7 Darkness Energy. So this is one of the best hit and run decks. We use Max Poison attack of Crobat VMAX, and then we uh, get switch into either Lily's Pokédoll or Altaria. So let's look at some of the games. So in the first game, we lose the coin flip and the opponent is going first. So we are going up against Arceus Dialga Palkia deck, which is one of the best meta deck that is available. And this match was really good to play with. So let's see what our opponent is starting with. So he's starting with Zacian and we are starting with Krogunk in the active position. We haven't got the Crobat V that we require, but we have got all the resources that can help us get Crobat V. So he gets Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia ADP using the Quick Ball, and we have got Lily's Pokédoll as well as Quick Ball, so we can get ourselves Crobat V. So he attaches Metal Energy to ADP. Let's see, and he uses Crobat V to draw more cards. So let's see what he's doing. Intrepid Sword he's using. So he draws 3 cards, and we have got Lily's Pokédoll, and we can use, we don't require Mew, so let's just pull out Swablu, or it is better to take Crobat. So we just put down the Crobat and draw 6 more cards, and we can put down the Lily's Pokédoll, and we can put down the Capture Energy to get ourselves Swablu. So let's just Marnie so that we can disrupt his hand. He used Intrepid Sword last turn. So our hand looks good. So let's just put down the Lily's Pokédoll and let's just attach it to U-turn board to our Krogunk. And let's just put Lily's Pokédoll in active position. So we are in a good position right now. So he's using Crushing Ember and he gets heads. This was lucky for him that he got heads in his first turn. And let's see how the things pan out. So he's using Quick Ball to throw away the boss's orders and he grabs himself one more Zacian. He's gonna use Intrepid Sword ability. I think Crobat is prized, or okay, so he's got Professor's Research, so that's why he used Professor's Research rather than using Dedenne or Crobat. So he's gonna do the Altered GA Creation GX attack this time around. Let's see how we deal with it. So we get ourselves Reset Stamp. We can just evolve the Krogunk and let's just boss up the Crobat and let's just pass. Or we can just use Lily's Pokédoll to put it back and just put the Krogunk in active and use Crobat to draw more cards, which is the best play I think over here. So we got ourselves Crobat VMAX, so we can use Crobat VMAX next time around. And we use Pokemon Communication to get ourselves Altaria, so that is good for us. We can just retreat into Altaria and let's see what he's gonna do. We are in a good position right now with how things are going. And let's see what he's doing, because he's in a good position. He already did the altered creation GX attack. So if he manages to eliminate Crobat VMAX, he can get 4 prize cards. Let's see what he's doing. Quick ball away the metal energy to grab himself an Eldegoss. I think he's trying to get some card out of his deck. Or he can use Dedenne. Why didn't he use Dedenne or any other Pokemon? Let's see. So metal energy. Sorry. This, what is this called? Metal transfer, I suppose. So he's just gonna attach to Zacian. I think he's gonna swing with Zacian next turn around. Let's see what he does. So he's gonna use Professor's Research to throw down Eldegoss as well. He didn't play really well. He could have kept Eldegoss in the deck only, because Eldegoss is a very good card to grab anything from our discarded pile. Energy transfer. So he just attaching to Zacian, and I think he's gonna swing with Zacian using the Brave Blade attack next turn. So he's just gonna do an Intrepid Sword. So we got ourselves Crobat VMAX, so that is good for us. We just reset stamp him to disrupt his hand. And we just attach to Weakness Guard energy. And let's just pass. If we had U-turn mode, we could have swing around, but we don't. So he uses Crushing Hammer and it gets a tail. So that's good for us. We are not in a bad spot on anything. So let's see how this match goes ahead. I think that we are in a good position. We just need to swing into this Crobat and we can easily deal the damage against this ADP deck. What you're going to do? What you're going to do? Intrepid Sword, or are you going to swing using Crobat? Sorry, Zacian V. Let's see what he does. Let's see. So he's taking a long time. That's why I showed a angry emoji. He uses Dedenne to throw his hand. So he has thrown a lot of things. Metal Saucer he has thrown away. So he's using Chaotic Swirl. We don't have anything. So we don't have the issue. So he can't swing with using Brave Blade because, so he's just gonna swing on with Crobat V Max. Okay, not an issue for us. That's what ADP does. Boss game, and that was the best card we could have got, Professor's Research. So we have got quite a few cards that we can play. Let's just attach energy, Weakness Guard energy, and let's just Stealth Poison, and let's just go into Altaria. And this is a good thing for us, even though he did swing, but he's stuck inactive. Not technically stuck inactive, but not able to attack is a good thing, because he threw away his Metal Saucer, so it's tough for him to attach. I think he's gonna use Mawile. Okay. Is he going to put down the Mawile? Let's see what he does. So he's just gonna Intrepid Sword. Okay, not an issue for us. He can disrupted hand with Marnie once again. Attached to Altaria unless this disrupt his hand with Marnie. We are not gonna let him settle down. And let's just retreat into. And he can't retreat, so we just use Stealth Poison and retreat into Lily's spooky doll because that is the best bet to not use up too much energy. So we are in a commanding position from the looks of it. And let's see what he does. We have got a lot of resources in our hand as well. Lily's Poké Doll, Krogan, Toxic Rogue, so we can set up stronger poison. And he can't retreat without losing his energy. And he has already lost so much energy because he threw away a lot of metal saucers, discarded away metal saucers. So let's see what he does. What you're gonna do? What you gonna do? Energy spinner. Okay. So he grabs himself a metal energy, attaches to Satian, and let's see what you're gonna do, dude. So just gonna discard more cards from his hand. That's good for us. That is good for us. So he's gonna swing using Brave Blade. Okay, that's good. Not a problem for us. So let's just promote the Crobat, and effects of poison are really showing up. So let's just put down the Krogunk. That is the best bet. And let's just use the stealth poison attack and go into the doll because we have got another doll that we can go into. And I think he's in a bad spot because he threw away a lot of his resources early on. So we grab ourselves a U-turn board. So that is really good for us. So our U-turn board was prized and we grabbed it. So he's just gonna boss up the Crobat VMAX. But that's not a bad play. He's just gonna grab 4 prize cards. I don't think he can win against us. So not an issue. Not an issue for us. I think that was his last boss, I suppose. Let's see how we deal with it. So we just attach to Crobat and we just add Crobat VMAX, and I think that was a mistake. I should not have done that. Best play was to just attach to Altaria, but that's not an issue. Let's just grab Crobat and just put down Crobat so we can use Crobat VMAX for the next turn. So let's just disrupt hit hand using Marnie so he can't settle down. So we grab ourselves one more U-turn board. So my bad play still got us through. So let's just use stealth poison and grow into Altaria. That is the best play because he can't attack on Altaria. So we grab ourselves 2 more cards, Chaotic Swirl and Pokecom. Yeah, that's good for us. So let's see what he's gonna do. If we had boss in our hand, we could have just boss the Dedenne or Crobat and just swung into it. Let's see what he's gonna do. Is he gonna pass? He's gonna Marnie us. Not a bad play on his part. We have been disrupting his hand ever since the beginning. So we got ourselves 2 boss. That's really good for us. So he's just gonna metal transfer. He just needs to get 1 more Pokemon. He just needs to eliminate 1 more Pokemon. So just let's just reset stamp him. Don't let him settle down. Let's just boss up the Dedenne and let's just use stealth poison on it. So let's just go into our Altaria, and if he passes, he's gonna lose the match. So let's see what he's gonna do. What you gonna do? Are you gonna put down Mawile? That's not gonna help your cause, dude. Not gonna help him anyhow. He didn't know that we had pause in our hand, so we can just pause up the next time and just eliminate it. So let's just retreat and just use Crobat VMAX, Stealth Poison, and we will get the victory. And that is really awesome. So let's look at the second game. So in the second game, our opponent is calling the coin flip and we win the coin flip. This is actually Guzzlord deck. guzzlord&naganadel deck that we are going up against. So we go first so that we can set up our resources. So our opponent gets mulligan and we are just gonna promote Crobat in the active position and let's see what he does. From the meta pod, I recognize that it was a Guzzlord deck because guzzlord&naganadel deck is really good in play, but it's going to get out of rotation soon. So Mew was not needed, but it's okay. So let's just attach to Crobat and let's just put down the Lily's Pokédoll and we can just pass, I suppose. That is the best play. And let's see what our opponent does. So he's using Turffield Stadium to grab himself Caterpie Metapod and Butterfree because this has Violent Appetite. Naganadel has an ability Violent Appetite. If you discard a Pokemon for your hand, grass type Pokemon from your hand, you can get 16 HP back. So let's see. Butterfree. Butterfree! Not the best impression, but that's okay. So he grabbed himself Caterpie. Let's see what he does. Caterpie. Guzma and Hala. So what he's gonna do with Guzma and Hala, let's see. So he grabbed himself Turffield, Air Balloon, and Capture Energy, I suppose. Let's see what he does. He attached to. Okay, so he's got Yveltal as well. Yveltal's amazing destruction attack can knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's the bad play against us. So let's see how we combat it. We're just gonna Marnie him and disrupt his hand. We can Marnie and disrupt. So we can put down the Chaotic Swirl. Let's just attach to Crobat VMAX and let's just put down Krogunk and let's just put down Chaotic Swirl so that he can't use his Turffield Stadium. And let's just use Stealth Poison and go into. So he gives us the victory. So let's look at the third match. So let's call the coin flip. So we win the coin flip and this third match we are going up against Rapid Striker Shifu. We have weakness against Rapid Striker Shifu. So let's see how this match pans out. And Rapid Striker Shifu is a really good deck right now. And Battle Styles bought Rapid Striker Shifu and Single Striker Shifu. So let's just use Pokecom and let's just throw away the Crobat and grab ourselves a Krogunk. Or Mew is the better play over here because he's going to use Gale Thrust attack and which is going to damage us. So best play was using Mew. And let's just put down the Lily's Pokédoll. Let's put down the Chaotic Swirl so that if he uses any Stadium, then it would be disastrous for him. So let's see how we tackle this Rapid Striker Shifu. because we do have weakness card energy, so we can attach it to our Crobat, and he is using Cheryl in his play. So let's see. So he grabbed himself an Remoraid and he had Rapid Strike or Shifu. So we do have weakness. So I think he's gonna switch into. No, he's not gonna switch into anything. Okay. No problem. Let's just put down the Crobat and let's see. Let's attach to Toxic Rogue. And let's just Marnie. Because we don't want to lose these essential resources that we have got. Let's just attach to Toxic Rogue and put it out of its misery. That is it. Because it's gonna get eliminated, and let's put Altaria in the active position. Even though we don't have a U-turn board, but he can't attack the Altaria. And Mew was the better play because he can't use Gale Thrust attack. So he's just gonna boss up the Crobat VMAX and he's gonna strafe over it. Okay, not a problem for us. So let's just use U-turn board and let's just attach to Crobat VMAX. And let's just retreat into Altaria and just pass. So we are in a good position over here, even though we don't have much resources yet. So he's using Octillery ability to get himself, as I told you, he's gonna use some kind of what is this called, stadium card. So he's gonna Marnie us. That's good for us. So we got ourselves U-turn board. Good for us. So we got weakness guard energy. That was the best thing that we could have got. So let's just Marnie him again. Let's just disrupt his and we won't let him settle down. Okay, let's just go ahead and use Altaria. And let's just retreat into Crobat VMAX and use Stealth Poison. And let's just go back into Altaria. Best play over here. So opponent's turn. So let's see what he's going to do. We have created ourselves a good amount of room over here. We have poisoned him. We have got Mew down, and we have got weakness guard energy. So he can't use his Gale Thrust attack. Okay, that's good for us. Really good for us. So he's using Telescopic Sight, and he's gonna switch into. Sorry, not Gale Thrust. Gmax Rapid Flow. Gmax Rapid Flow is the attack which does damage to bench Pokemon as well. So he can't use Gmax Rapid Flow. Gale Thrust is the attack which you can use with single energy. And you need to move from your bench to active to do maximum damage, that is 120. He could have used Giratina to remove our weakness guard energy. That was a bad play on him. So let's see what our opponent is doing. He's making a lot of mistakes. And let's see what he does. So he's gonna escape rope, and we're just gonna give him Lily's Pokédoll at this moment because we have another Lily's Pokédoll on our hand. So let's see what he does. And he's gonna switch using Gale Thrust attack. Okay, does 150 damage as well. And Crobat VMAX in the active. Let's just attach Lily's Pokédoll. So Stealth Poison, and let's just switch into Altaria. We can because we have got U-turn board, so we can use the U-turn board. So let's see what he does. What is the best play over here? Rapid strike surge. So he's got rapid strike energy. Is he going to use G-Max rapid flow? What he's going to do? Let's see. So he's gonna switch into this Urshifu. Bosses up, but he had a misclick on his part, so we get the victory. This Crobat VMAX is a really fun hit and run deck which you can use with Altaria and with uh, Altaria and with Lily's Polkadot. Do try it out, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.